Viewers, welcome to the second or to the next episode on e-learning program created or conducted by Kebbi State government, organized by Ministry of Education in collaboration with the Ministry of Information Technology. I am teaching you agricultural science from Government Girls Unity College, Birnin Kebbi. Assalamu alaikum. Today, our subject is agricultural science. Agricultural science. Viewers, last lesson we learned uses of farm animals. The uses of farm animals, could you remember them? Yes? The uses of farm animals? Yes, we said. All right. Okay, we start with the sizes. Animals are classified in sizes, in form of sizes. That's class 1 in form of sizes, or in class of size, where we have large animals and small animals. Yes, next again. They are also classified in terms of habitats, where we have aquatic animals. Those that live in water are called aquatic animals. And the next one is what? The types of the stomach. They can be classified in forms of their stomach, where we have ruminant and non-ruminant animals. In that lesson, last lesson, I showed to you the ruminant animals with example of cattle, sheep, goats, and so on, while the non-ruminants are pigs and dogs and others. Then the next one, we had on the types or the feeding habits of animals. Feeding habits, where we have herbivorous animals, carnivorous animals, and omnivorous animals. Herbivorous, those that mainly eat on or feed on herbs, the grasses, they are herbs, herbivorous, like cattle, sheep, goats, and others. While carnivorous, they feed mainly on meat, like dogs, pigs, and others. They eat meat, and their sizes or types of teeth is different from those ones as I showed to you during the last lesson. Then the last one, omnivorous. The omnivorous animals, like, for example, a human being, a man, and a dog is a omnivorous animal. It eats meat. A human being eats meat and eats grains or food made from grains, and as well as vegetables. So omnivorous, a man is an omnivorous. He eats everything, just like a goat. So now, today, students, let us go straight to our present or our lesson for today, which is the uses of farm animals. Uses of farm animals. Don't forget, when we say the uses, we mean the importance of farm animals. We need to know more than uses and importance, but as well as advantages. When you grow or when you rear animals, farm animals, what do you expect? The gains you get, the importance is what we are looking for. Now let us see them one by one. So farm animals are, what is number one use? One, they are used for giving or getting food. Food. Next, yes, apart from food, is what? Work. Number two, work. Next, apart from work, we have sports. Number three, sports. Number four, clothing. We shall see how they provide, how they are important in clothing. What again? Sources of organic matter. Sources of organic matter. And then the next one is what? Hides and skins. Maybe the last one is what? Hunting. Some animals are important or good in hunting, some of them. Then the last one is farm animals provide what? They provide raw materials for industries. Apart from organic matter, raw materials for industries. We shall see them. Industries. All right, let us see them one by one. Now, food. Give an example. What type of animals give food or provide food for human beings? For food, we have meat. Example of the meat, the food, we mean meat. What again? Milk. Cheese. Eggs. So, what animals provide mainly meat? We know them. We have cows or cattle, fowls. We have goats, sheep, camels, and so on. Milk is the same. Meat and milk is provided by these animals, while cheese is from milk. We get cheese or butter. 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 Maishani. Eggs, white, from poultry. And then work. Let's go to work. What do we get? Work animals. What example of, okay, let's give the example, one example of this that give meat. We say cows or cattle, goats, sheep, camels, and others. Then work animals. Work. What do they give? What are the work animals that provide work? What type of work animals provide? Plow. Plowing. Plows. We know plowing. Uda for plowing, making ridges and cultivation for planting and production of crops. What types of animals provide this work? We have bulls. Bulls. Why don't I say cows? Bulls are normally used for work. What are the bulls? Bulls are male other than females. Males, mainly mother bulls, camels, donkeys, we use them for that. Then sports. The next one, sports. What type of animals provide sports for us, or we use in sports? We have, example, horse or horses, camels. Do we use donkeys in sports? Of course. Do we use what again? More examples. All right, donkeys. All right, let us see clothing. How do we use animals for clothing? Okay. Look at this example of hair. You know hair? The skin of goats and sheep. That hair that we cut or remove are used for production of good dressing systems, especially for ladies. So, for making clothes, hair for production of clothes. Then, source of organic matter, we all know. Sheep, poultry, goats, all their droppings are used for organic matter, for spreading on the farm, for production of cereal crops, especially rice, guinea corn, maize, wheat, and so on, and even legumes, vegetables. We use organic matter. It's very, very good. It saves us from spending money in buying fertilizer, but you get organic matter and use. So, organic matter or manure, let's say manure. Manure. Hides and skins. What's the difference between hides and skins? The hides are all skins, all of them. The skin and the hides are all skins, but the difference is just those of large animals is hides, and the small animals, their skin is skin, just called skin, like skin of goats, sheep, and others. But cattle or cow, bulls, camel, horses, elephants, you don't say the skin of an elephant, but skin or hides of elephants, hides of large, big animals. And what do we do with them? What are their uses? Hides and skins for industries, or making shoes, skin, making shoes, etc. There are many. Hunting, Well, very few, and not normally, not usually, not in many places. All farmers use dogs for hunting, because hunting is not very, very important in agricultural farming. But we use it because they are useful hunting, like dogs, e.g. dogs. What animals do you think that are sensible like that of dogs? Any for hunting? Well, we know, locally we know of dogs. Raw materials for industries. Example of these raw materials for industries, for instance, we have hides, bones, what again? Bones, hides, hoofs, what again? Do we have more? Bones. So, and maybe teeth. Sometimes people use the teeth of animals to go to industries, send to industries to provide other materials that are useful. Now, let us now we have seen the importance or the uses or the gains of farm animals and the examples of their produce we get. So, can we now see whether we have gotten exactly what the lesson is about? So, let us have a quick let us see how you understand it. So let us get 5 importance of farm animals you know. What are the 5 importance of farm animals you know? So don't be confused. When you say importance, uses, and gains, all are the same. In questions, in examinations, you may not get the uses. You may get importance. You may see gain. You may see advantages. So all they are the same. So what are they? These are the ones we have seen for meat, production for milk, cheese and eggs, for plowing, such as bulls and camels, they can plow. Then sports, clothing. So there are the answers here you can do. So these are the importance of the advantages of farm animals. So students, we have come to the end of this lesson today, but don't forget the rules and the regulations on this coronavirus or COVID-19, that we should always wash our hands thoroughly with running water. 2, we should use, if we don't have running water, we should use fluids for cleaning the hands. And 3, you should, when coughing, when sneezing, use your elbow or your toilet paper to cover and then put it in a dustbin. Keep a good distance from one another. And when you come from an area where coronavirus is active, you should isolate yourself for 2 weeks. And then when you are experiencing serious fever, difficulty to breathe in, you should contact NCDC. So, students, anyone who tries to answer, to give this, to attend this question and has finished, could send to me the answer or should call me in this phone number, 08103504178.